Hey everyone, welcome back to the Power Rangers vlog. In today's episode, Gone Fishing. Well, anyway, this episode focused heavily on fishing for the most part. So at least the one time they got the title precise. Well, half of our Rangers are fishing and the other half are sitting at the museum. The ones who are fishing are Riley, Chase, Shelby, and Coda. Chase is having a crappy time fishing. He's always the usual fishing joke that he somehow fish out a wheel, a boot, a license plate. Shelby, they don't know what she's fishing. And Coda is doing the caveman approach by sticking his hand in the water and pulling out fishes. I think that's catfishing. While at the same time, Riley's having a little bit of a competition with his brother. This is pulled out of nowhere. Like, yeah, his brother's with them all, but why is he getting all competitive over this? Yeah, I know Riley is shown to be a competitive person. He loves sports and all that, but he never acted like this with his brother before. Oh well. The other half, Ivan, Tyler, his father, Kendall, and Prince Philip are trying to locate where the silver energem is. And its location, we discovered it's in space! And it already found its owner! Because
Insert Power Rangers in space joke.
Yeah, Dolman's back for the comments. But this leads to a bigger question. In the first episode, when Keeper came down to Earth and looked at all the energems, he didn't notice that number 10 was missing. He just like, okay, they're all here. Not just like, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm missing one! Or what? Did the 10th Ranger came down, picked it up, and went back into space? Well, anyway.
That's a highly possible idea.
Well, whatever. The Silver Ranger decides to deliver a message saying that the Energem is safe, but he does not know where his Zord is. So, they're going to be doing a massive hunt for the Zord, while Fury and Singe destroys the message before they even got the location. Yet somehow, Singe knows where the Zord is hiding. Making you question now everything.
See the Ranger?
Okay, why would he deliver a message and then shoot the message?
I don't know, why was the 6th Ranger locked inside a Fury?
I guess that'll be an understanding of the cultural meaning of what the hell was going on at the time. But since we're not talking about the Gold Ranger, and that's for a later video, I'll talk about the cultural. There is really no cultural message about the monster of the week. This one being a monster named Hookbeard, a fisherman-themed monster, though it has a pirate name.
What kind of weird yokai is that?
It's just a fisherman monster. It's a monster that just fishes.
That's messed up.
So yeah, there's no cultural episode for this moment. And Hookbeard's goal, to fish the Zord out of the lake. Which, ironically, where the other Rangers were fishing at. Lucky them.
Wasn't it called the Titanozord?
I don't know what I don't care what you call it. I call it a Silver Zord, because it belongs to the Silver Ranger. But yeah, Hookbeard's fishing for the Zord and sees Riley's brother Matt fishing on the boat after he got into a massive "you shouldn't be also competitive, brother" moment. I think they were trying to do it a lesson saying you're not supposed to be all competitive all the time, but it wasn't really needed. Yeah. His brother gets on the boat, Hookbeard sees him, and shocks him out the boat, which leads to the logic, what kind of electricity can you manipulate that doesn't fry him to death because he's in the water?
And there was metal.
Well, we're questioning about the boat's look of if it was a wooden boat or a metal boat, but still, how did he survive getting shocked out of the boat into the water? Well, anyway, he didn't die, but lucky for him, his brother found the Zord. He just went inside it, and somehow it had air. Enough air for him to breathe and try to inform them that he's in something. Yeah, we're getting ourselves a massive... We got the usual beat the crap out of each other with all 9 Rangers fighting. And Keeper pulling... as soon as he appeared ready to get the Zord out of the area, I thought he was going to do a Moses and do the splitting of the sea. But nope, he made all the water vanish! And the Zord started to power up and move. Weird, I thought it needs the Energem for a power boost or something. Then again, it could have been like the Pterosaur thing. Yeah, they're doing their fighting. They used the finishing maximum victory move on Hookbeard, killing him, even though I just question all that. Then we get Giant Zord battle. And they use the new Titanozord. And this is the second Zord, well, third Zord I mean, that doesn't really need a combination of anything else.
Let's see, there's Pterodactyl one, this one.
Plesiosaurus.
Sorry, I've been out of the loop.
And all it did was just hit it with its giant fuck-off axe.
Which ironically did a power sword swing.
Yeah, I kind of find it funny. It's a giant fuck-off axe, and yet, normal sword swing.
I think it's because they used the sword as a direction manipulation thingy-majiggy.
Whatever. Monster got killed, and Heckle now noticing that Singe is working for somebody. Lucky for Singe, he escapes. So now there's now a new evil coming around. So now the question is, we got 3 villains all going after the Energems. We had Sledge, we have Heckle, and we have whoever Singe works for.
Wasn't Sludge destroyed?
Yeah, he is.
So we only have 2.
But still, we had like 3 villains all hunting after the Energems.
Yeah, considering we are including Season 1.
But I still want to know. So, what else? Yeah, Riley does apologize to his brother. Well, more of a worry that he's alive. And my only thoughts was, so what? You were trying to do the lesson. Don't be so competitive. That really doesn't work well this episode. It was more like you should have been focusing more on trying to get the Zord than worrying about... I should be more nicer when it comes to just having fun. They even had that usual fishing joke where some people are just sitting there eating something and it's like, why are you eating the worms? Ah, I thought this was noodles! Like that. It worked. That joke worked funny with Coda because he was actually eating it and he knew it was worms. While it was Shelby and Chase that happened, it was predictable.
Well, let's face it, Coda's used to eating strange things.
How I feel about this episode, it leads to more questions than answers, like, was Riley always this competitive with his brother while his brother was acting all nonchalant about it? We're questioning, how did the Silver Ranger get the Silver Energem when it more likely was with Keeper at the time, or what? And the logic of how to survive an electrical attack when you're in water. But it was nice to see all 9 Rangers in combat. This ain't going to be on the great list of episodes I like, but it's still at least watchable to know. Till then, to the next week's episode where I'm going to be talking about whatever else is going on. Question of the video, How can he survive an electrical attack on a boat?
That's made out of metal.
Yes. So then, Rasa, signing out.